sometimes, through no fault of your own, you might find that you've got yourself a Crimestat and you hang your head in shame, but then you think, I don't want to go to jail. No. How do I get out? Well, I think I'm going to need, I need to get somewhere where I can hack away my crimes. But before I can hack away my crimes, I need to get a hacking chip. You can get one downstairs here at Grim Hex, or if you've foreseen this issue coming along, then you would have gone to New Babbage and got yourself one from there, because you can get the best ones there. Not that there's a big difference between the Ripper, which you get here, and the Ice Pick, which you get there. So, how to get started. First off, I prefer a nice light outfit. That means you can run around without having to worry about making too much noise or getting tired while you run around. And mobility and silence are going to be quite useful in this endeavor. Personally, I use very simple weapons, but that's up to you. Absolutely necessary is the hacking chip. So we're going to slap one on right now. Now, you don't have to slap it on right away. If you want, you can always put on first, got Equipment Manager. So you go to Utilities. Over here in this section, you can either put away one of your hacking chips, or you can put the multi-tool. Now, the multi-tool is useful if you are going to SPK, because it can help you to tractor your way faster while you're in EVA. I don't tend to use that as much, because I have a different way of parking, which isn't too far from the entrance anyway, and I don't like to waste time swapping stuff. So, but that's a personal choice. That's a matter of preference, just like the outfit. Yes? I'm just waiting. There you go, waiting for that. Ships. I would recommend something small enough to hide if you're going to SPK, or that can travel far if you're going to one of the bunkers. I'm going to be trying to escape through SPK, and I have an arrow that I've set up for just such a purpose. So let's see how well we do here. It's a silent little arrow. It can do a bit of fighting. It can do a bit of traveling. But mainly it's for escape. Hangar 2. Come on. You can do it, little elevator. There you go. To be perfectly honest, for Grim Hex, this is about as good a frame rate as I can hope to get. There we go. Now to the pretty arrow. But it doesn't have to be a pretty arrow. It can be any ship you want, and hopefully that's not mine. No, I don't think that is mine. All my guns here, yes, and yes. Ooh. Is that messing with your foot? Yes, it is. Oh, goodness. See, tiny little ship. I like that. Turn it on. Now, I'm not going to mess too much with controls. I know that that's going to change in the future. I just like to mess with it a little bit. In case I get into a firefight, I want to be able to have slightly faster refire rate. I hear that that's not going to be an issue in the upcoming 3.14, but we are at the end of 3.13. The other thing I like to do, come on, there we go, just put a little bit of power to shields. That you can do with the number key. Press 8 to put shields forward if you want to do that. I'm doing it. I also prefer to have free look on, because that gives me a view of this stuff. Press F11, go to friends, and you have the landing services. You gotta ask that to be able to get out. And I'm saying some basic stuff most people know, but if you already know all this stuff, then you probably don't even need this advice. Oh, there we go. Also, I have another little bug, which means I have to reset the saturation levels here. Otherwise, my ship doesn't work properly. There you go. With all that set, I'm now going to prep to go to SPK. And that's in Selin. Security post Kareah. Set route. Here we go. Isn't that a pretty little ship? Look at those guns. They're almost the size of the ship. Well, kind of. I'm exaggerating. You know what I'm saying. It's a beautiful creature, though. And specifically, it's beautiful because it will fit in tiny, tiny spots. Notice I have the global chat on. There's a reason for that. You want to see who's talking, and you want to specifically know if they're talking about going to SPK or hunt somebody down, etc. Knowledge is your friend, because players are what's going to kill you here, or at least what will send you to prison. If you end up getting killed by an NPC, that's not as big a deal. Your chances are you'll just end up back at Grim Hex, ready to try again. There it is. I tend to decouple and cruise my way over. And you'll see what I'm talking about. There are several places where you can land. You can land at the very bottom in a larger ship where my crosshairs are, and that tends to avoid you trouble. Buccaneer. Not a player. Now, what are my stats? Yeah, you could, if you really wanted to, you could get a lower IR ship or wait for your IR to go down. I'm not too fussed about that. And does that thing look like it's coming at me? Keep an eye on the distances. Does not seem to be moving in my direction. No. That's excellent. So continuing on. Because it's nice, you don't really need your ship to survive this, but it's nice, especially once Death of a Spaceman comes in, or if you don't have any friends around to pick you up afterwards. This is a early level solo escape. And I see nothing here in the global chat to tell me to watch out, so that's good. I'm going coupled again because now I'm going to make some finer movements as I want to approach. I like that thing over there. You see? It often gives me quite a nice... I pressed L to put the headlights on. And there are a few different places, and until they target you, you might find some other places to hide. Now, it's pretty good, pretty good. Do I want to go any closer? I wonder if I can't do something like this. Now, I'm being kind of ballsy here. I don't know if this is a good idea. Now, because I'm doing finer maneuvers, I'm just going to external camera. There you go. What did I say? It takes them a little while, but they eventually get to you. Unless, of course, you find a spot where you can avoid being gotten to. Come on, stop, baby, stop. Come on, honey. Alright, time to get out of here. I'm even going to turn off the engine. Should have turned off the engine. There you go. And let's get out of the ship. I'm keeping the ship on for its shields, but I'm now getting out of it, and hopefully it'll still be here in one piece when I'm finished. When we're finished, because we're working together. Now, if you've noticed, I've gotten considerably close. And I imagine there are other spots. Wherever you can creatively avoid all the turrets and park, and the closer you can be, the better. This is pretty good for me, so I'm quite happy. And right now what we're doing is going up towards the landing pads. If you press T, that gives you the headlight from your helmet, which is pretty useful. See? I mean, it can be useful depending on the light, but we have a lot of sun here, so I'm going to press T again. Now, where to come in through? Where to come in? I often go through the very top one. And I'm going to do it again today. It seems to be the safest entrance. And by safe, I mean you can sneak about and see what's coming a lot better. Because you don't know that there isn't a player here already, even when you didn't see a ship necessarily. And as you can hear, there are some NPCs about, the naughty sort. There we go. Let's take a look. Oh my. Well, hopefully our little arrow survives. Nothing saying it will, though. Remember, we still have that hacking chip here. Let me in. Now we do good listening. Good listening is primal here. Not even worried about having my guns out. Oh, did you hear that? That means there's possibly someone here, and if they're not here, they're coming. There's one over there. Running along the top, which is the safest. And the other one should be around there. Now, there are two options. We could wait for this to get done, or we could try to brave it. Or the third option, actually, is to kill a few of them, and then wait for the character to come over. Which is often the most fun. Headshots are good. 3 headshots I've found tend to do the trick. There you go. Now we don't know if there isn't somebody here already. That's the trouble. Ah, there's an NPC over there. Now, if you've got this memorized, you sort of know where they are. Which gives you a bit of opportunity. For example, there should be a guy over here. Yeah. Ugh, I hate this bug. Look at that. Usually a guy over at the end there. Well, being sneaky. Uh-oh. If you heard that, that's a gun with a silencer. Somebody is in here. That means we've got to beat... Oh. Now we've killed the last guy, we've killed the player, which means we're in trouble here if we're not fast. 4F, insert, don't stick around. killed that guy, and I killed the one up there. Let's see if he killed the ones back here. Now, the reason I'm not hanging out there... How interesting. I didn't see any addition to my crimes. This may not have been the main dude. Oh, aggravated assault, and then soon it'll say murder. Now, we don't have much time, so we've got to be real smart here, or we're going to jail for a while. If I were smart, I would have waited around. You understand? I would have waited around until the dude was done. Because right now he could come back and you could be in a lot of trouble. Oh. Something happened. We also don't know if the mission is over or not. I'm gonna guess not, because it's safer to guess not. So I'll take a look at some of the most obvious places. Where's the guy who's usually here? Oh yes, I can. I love the nerve-wracking feel of this. See? Now we keep looking at the timer and at what people are saying. So if there is another NPC, I don't know where it is. Uh-oh. There you go. This is why you do have to keep an eye out. Now the first crime to get rid of is the homicide. And then I'll clear the aggravated assault. And then, well, then I usually run around for a bit and then we try clearing the rest. Randomly got a Crimestat. Oh, interesting. This is why we keep an eye on the comms. Oh my god. This is slowing me down. And that's with the best card. Oh. Uh-oh. Should be a body here. I remember shooting a guy. Almost ready, almost ready. Do I wait? No, I don't like to sit and wait. Gotta keep an ear out. Okay. Exit critical key. Listen. Aggravated assault. Dismiss. Extenuating circumstances. Run. And wait somewhere. Uh-oh. You hear that? I hear bang bangs. Oof. And extenuating trespassing. Okay. So somehow I didn't get a murder for that. Just the aggravated assault. Interesting. It means we are almost clear of our Crimestat. Log out. And double check. No Crimestat. We are now completely clean. What do we do once we're clean? Is my ship still around? Or did it get blown up? May have been blown up. May very well have been blown up. Come on. Hey. They may have blown up my ship down below. Let's see. Oh yeah, looks like it was destroyed. Well, from here, anyway, because I think my ship is gondola gone. Where did I manage to park it? Oh. Is that a player? Or an NPC? I don't know. Truth is, it hardly matters. And the reason it hardly matters is because we got through our Crimestat. So we're good to go. We can even pick up a... Let's just go over here. What I was going to say we can pick up is a call to arms. Mercenary, call to arms. And while we're figuring out what to do, we can even do another security post mission and track. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen a proper and full escape from Kareah. SPK. Yay!